know what this video is going to be about. Hey y'all, I'm the Geek Apprentice, and yes, another video, and a third video for the week, actually. So why? Why more How to Train Your Dragon stuff? Well, you know why. Because there's obviously more news, well, pictures. But they're good pictures. So of course, it would be my luck that on Thursday, when I finally had that new How to Train Your Dragon news video go live, within hours of it going live, the cover photo for the DVD was released by DreamWorks themselves. In addition, today my friend Jonathan messaged me on Instagram and told me of a different Instagram account. I think it's Astrid S Hiccup fan account that found more images from Amazon UK, I believe. And there's so many pictures, and I thought this would be a great opportunity to look at all these pictures and kind of decipher what's going on, what things look different, if we can predict anything, because I think we actually can with some of these photos. So yeah, let's get to the photos. So the first image is that of DVD art, in which we see that Nuffink and Zephyr are both wearing slightly different outfits. Initially, in the epilogue, Zephyr had a more dark blue tunic, but in this one, it's red to match-ish her pink sash. In addition, instead of wearing a beige tunic, Nuffink is actually wearing a red tunic. Maybe that's for the season of Snoggletog, and that's why they're doing that. Hiccup looks pretty much the same, however, Astrid looks a tiny bit different as well. In the epilogue, she had two French braids going down, and then they stopped at the base of her neck with ties, and then they went into two braids. However, in this photo, she still has the double French braids, but they stop together and there's a single braid. It could just be how they drew it. It could be that I just can't see the other braid, but it looks like a single braid. So that looks a little bit different. And in the distance, you can see the little pageant going on. So it's a really adorable photo, and it has all of the night lights, although one of them looks a little weird to me, but that's just me. The next picture I want to point out comes from the back of the DVD cover. Again, you can only see this, I think, on Amazon UK. You might be able to see it on regular USA Amazon website. I'm not sure. One of the images we'll get to in a moment, but there's one of Astrid and Hiccup. Astrid's leaning her head on Hiccup, and this one weirds me out a little bit. I mean, maybe it's just because it's obviously not going to be movie level graphics. We know that. That's just how it is. But Astrid's face looks more aged than I would expect. Again, it could just be the shot, could just be how the photo is, I don't know. But if you remember the epilogue, they definitely look like they're older now, obviously. They're 30 in the epilogue, and they might be still 30/31-ish in this Snoggletog short. But here she looks like she has different lines, and again, it could be the way she's leaning on Hiccup, I don't know. It just looks weird to me, but I'm not going to read too much into it. The next image I want to talk about is this one of Toothless, Light Fury, the three night lights in the hidden world. You see they're all looking quizzically at this drawing in the sand, which, if you remember, Toothless apparently does have drawing skills. We learn in the third movie when Hiccup says, "Oh, now you can draw." To me, this kind of looks like it might be a map Toothless is making for going back to the Isle of New Berk. Possible. Maybe he's trying to show them this is where we're going, we're going to pay them a visit. So this means, for sure, even if it's not a map, even if it's not, we know that there's going to be scenes in the hidden world where it's just going to be Toothless silently, if you will, interacting with his family and possibly the other dragons that we know from the other friends like Snotloud and Fishlegs, they're dragons. So that'll be cool. We'll have those scenes kind of like we did in Hidden World that were just Toothless and the Light Fury communicating. We're going to get more of those scenes. So that's going to be really fun. The other picture I want to look at is this one of Gobber and Hiccup. And I know Hiccup's older now, but he still seems to have his silly Hiccup self, and Gobber is Gobber. So that looks like Hiccup's holding the Book of Dragons, and he looks a little shocked. I'm thinking, because in one of the descriptions, which I read in the last video that I made, that it's Astrid, Hiccup, and Gobber who come up with the idea of the pageant, and they're gonna make this whole thing happen. So judging by their faces, I'm guessing Gobber started to come up with something. Hiccup is now watching it and going, oh no, no Gobber, no, no, a little frightened by this. That, I mean, if you've watched any of How to Train Your Dragon, which I don't know why you'd be watching this video if you haven't watched, like, everything. Anyway, I just get the impression Hiccup came to check on the pageant and is not pleased with what he's seeing. So, yeah, that's pretty much all the new images we have right now. We have the front DVD art cover where we notice that there's some changes in the children's outfits as well as Astrid's hair. We have the back art cover, which has that funky picture of Astrid and Hiccup where I'm like, oh, maybe that's just the quality. I don't want them to look old just yet. They're only 30. The picture of Toothless with his family with what looks to be a map he's drawn. At the very least, they're in the hidden world, so there's going to be cute scenes of just the dragons communicating. That's going to be great. And the picture of Hiccup looking at something, a little bit shocked by it, and Gobber is very pleased with himself. Lord only knows. Excuse me, Odin only knows, I guess, if we're going with Norse lore, things like that. And that's why this video is so short, but I didn't want to make this my Tuesday or Thursday video because there's not a lot to it, and yeah, there is a chance that by Tuesday more information will come out and I'll just make a video on that. I don't know, it might be nothing but How to Train Your Dragon for the next several weeks. I'm okay with that, but that's because I love How to Train Your Dragon, in case you couldn't tell. I also needed an excuse to put this in a video. It's always been back there with Stormfly, but isn't it cute? Anyway, I'm super duper gross right now. I mean, my hair is disgusting. This was all I could do with it. I threw on some makeup, put on my typical How to Train Your Dragon video garb, as I usually do, and I forgot to put Toothless, Stormfly. That's where I'm at, okay? I'm tired. Stormfly in the last video. So yeah, I just wanted to do a quick update video, throw these images out there, get your thoughts, get your ideas as well. Let me know if you are also just super duper excited for this short, and also let me know in the comment section what you think these pictures mean, any other things that maybe I missed. I don't know, but if you want to keep up to date with stuff, maybe consider subscribing. I'm gonna try and be really on top of things, so yeah. Do consider that if you want. I think that's all. I hate doing unscripted videos as this is unscripted. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for watching.